If you thought this was about gray hair, get out the window. Gray does not even begin, okay, to define the luxurious nature, the exquisite, the regal, the stunning beauty that is the silver hairs growing out of your scalp. Peace. It's Jocelyn Renee, your digital loctician, here to share with you tips for locking silver hair. I know that there's a lot of stigma, there's a lot of negative connotation with silver hair or gray hair or salt and pepper hair. There are a lot of people who have traumatized us with the notion that silver hair or gray hair or salt and pepper hair is unruly, it is unmanageable, it is wiry, it is stringy, it is something that needs to be fixed or corrected or changed. It is not something that we should embrace. And I want to start this video with saying that those are lies. Those are lies that people have told us. Those may even be lies that we tell ourselves. But we can go ahead right now at this very moment and let those go. Okay? Now we are stepping into a space of embracing our silver hair, of embracing the natural color or lack thereof that grows from our scalp. Okay? And I'm going to touch on color towards the end of the video. But before we even get there, you have to, or I would highly encourage you to accept your hair for what it is. And if you can't, don't feel bad, don't exit the video, maybe just pause the video. Leave a comment down below about what is the concern, what is the lie, what is the feeling that is holding you back from accepting your hair. So essentially the first tip to locking silver hair is letting go of the trauma and accepting your natural hair. Alright, that's tip number one. Now tip number two goes more into the process of hair locking. Throw out of your mind everything you may have heard about locks. Locks, contrary to popular belief, are clean. They are or can be well kept. They do allow your hair to flourish. They are professional. They do have body and bounce and movement. They don't have to be stiff and hard and full of buildup. They do not cause thinning. Let go of all these misconceptions that may be out there, and let's look at approaching locks from a holistic standpoint, which is what I'm all about, okay? Holistic hair locking. Let's also consider the products that you may be using or may have heard. Like I mentioned, a lot of old school philosophy would say, use beeswax, use brown gel, don't wash your hair for months. No, that's not what we do here. Do we do that here, guys? Do we do that here, y'all? Nope. For those of you that may have been following me for a while, just leave a comment of like the type of products we like to use around here. And if you're new here, just go ahead and scroll down and check it out. We don't, none of that stuff. But it's especially important if you have silver hairs that you are mindful of the type of products, because no cheap product, okay? Ideally, you want to use products formulated for locks. I have a product line called New Growth Essentials. All the products there are formulated for locks. If you're wanting to check out other lock products, head over to my blog, curlynewgrowth.com. Check out some of the products I've reviewed in the ingredient awareness section. You can see that there are products out here that will market towards locks, but they are really horrible for locks. You need products that are formulated for locks. Very important there. Something to make note of is that because the hair is silver, you may find that you need to have more nourishing products. So making sure you're staying on top of your moisturizer. Instead of you on a regimen where you use a moisturizer every couple of days, you may have to use a moisturizer daily to help encourage the hair to lock and also to keep the hair hydrated, because it is silver, it is lacking melanin, it is lacking some of that nourishment flowing there on your hair, okay? And then I also wanted to speak on the types of methods for starting and maintaining locks that have gone silver or maybe starting to turn silver. Traditionally, locks are maintained with palm rolling. You may also hear information about interlocking, and you may hear information about the crochet method. Those are three different ways that you can groom the roots of your locks to keep them well maintained, keep them strong, keep them healthy, minimize the frizz, because frizz is definitely going to be a part of the journey, but you can kind of control it with your grooming method. I would suggest grooming locks that have transitioned into a more illustrious state with interlocking. Interlocking will help to control the frizz, keep the roots neat, make sure the hair stays strong. If you are experiencing any type of thinning, interlocking can help strengthen the lock. So using consistent interlocking grooming is the ideal method for maintaining and starting locks that are silver. If you're not familiar with interlocking and you want to be able to groom your locks yourself, I have training, online training to teach you how to interlock your hair. You can check the description box below, or you can head over to newgrowthacademy.com. The training is called Interlocking Fundamentals, and it will walk you step by step visually through what that looks like. And the last thing I wanted to touch on was coloring. Coloring silver locks. Yes, it can be done. Here's the thing. Your hair is now growing out of your scalp silver. Salt and pepper, whatever term you want to call it, it is never going to go back to your original color, your natural color. It will now grow out of your head without the melanin to it. Because of that fact, once you choose to color your hair, understand that our hair grows about 1/2 inch every month. So in 2 months, you'll have about 1 inch of silver hair. So once you start the process, you gotta keep it up to maintain it. Some people like to lighten their hair and go blonde and then kind of like make that transition there. But lightening locks or lightening loose hair and then going into locks, it can weaken the hair. So you want to be very mindful about choosing to color or not coloring your hair. I feel like both of them have advantages and disadvantages, but if you decide to color, know that it's an ongoing thing. Hair, like let's say you've been coloring your hair chestnut brown for a year, now you're like, oh, I want everything to be silver. You're gonna have to grow that out, okay? So don't go try to bleach it out. It's just not worth it, okay? Embrace it, grow it out, learn to love it. It is truly beautiful, it's truly stunning. You just have to see that reflection for yourself, because we see it. I want you to see it too. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If there's a question that I didn't address, go ahead and type it in the comment section. I strive to write back to all the comments that I get on my channel. So go ahead, type a question. And if you're not yet a silver fox and you just want to offer some words of encouragement, please definitely put those in the comment section. You never know whose day, whose life you could change just by leaving some kind words. And as always, I'm wishing you peace